Have you heard the metaphor of cake versus candles on opportunity? Like if you've got the mindset that opportunity is like a piece of cake, then for my piece of cake to get bigger, yours necessarily has to get smaller, right? It's a fixed, it's a zero sum game. If it's like candles and we're in a dark room and I got a candle that needs to be lit and yours is lit and you light my candle, the room just got a little bit lighter and both our candles are lit. And the more people that we can light their candles collectively, the room gets lighter for everybody. And I think it's a mindset. It's how you look at opportunity. If it's cake, you're screwed, man. But if it's candles, I mean, that's really what this country was built on. That's how our economy works.
And we just got to get people to realize, and I think not only realize, and again, let's talk about this, which comes first, realizing that fills your bank account as well, and ways that it actually does.
Mm-hmm.
What do we value? We got an America that says, you want to succeed? You want to be called a success? You want respect? Get rich and famous, boy. That's top two. Well, now wait a minute. And I'm speaking as a guy who is both of those. But wait a minute. That's the top two values we're teaching, saying this is how you get a seat at the table. This is how you get to the front of the line. There's a lot of burned bridges and irresponsibility that you can get from being rich and famous that we still reward because we're so enamored and impressed with rich and famous. Because, well, I'm talking about integrity or how you did it. Geez, you just did it. You pulled it off. You scammed them. You lied, cheated, and stole to get here. Way to go, man. Now, come on. Come on. No, I don't really want to sit next to you at the table, sir. I'm not that impressed with what America's told me to be impressed with. Oh, what? Wait. More toys? Retail therapy? One with the most toys wins? Oh, great. Now, come on. That's preschool stuff.
So what?
But that's reward.
This is a really big deal because there are a lot of people who are not rich and famous that would say those things. It's easy when you're not rich and famous to say, well, you don't need to be rich and famous. You need to do this other stuff. As someone who is both, if you could rewrite the prescription based on what you've seen, what would be those virtues you would say, this is what success really should look like?
I think we have to watch selling our soul along the way. I've done it. It ultimately sucked, and I couldn't sleep at night and felt gross. I can also say, and I don't, and I think I can honestly say this: when I've been my true self, the best I could be, the most responsible yet also freedom-loving man who it doesn't feel good. I never liked winning at someone else's expense. I've never really felt like, I've never just been one of those people that's like, we have so many today, which is, I feel better if I make you feel worse. I win if I defeat you. It's back to your candle thing. Those two are not, that's not long-term gratification.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true success. That's looking at the competition of humanity the wrong way. Let's look at the competition, I would say, of capitalism the wrong way. But it's fait accompli for a lot of people. I mean, I'll get away with what I can get away with by hook or by crook. I don't give a dick what I leave in the wasteland. Well, even if you're not a believer, that's going to come back to bite you in the butt in this life.
Right. That's right.
And a believer would say, oh, that's going to come back to get you later. But it doesn't have long-term ROI.
Yeah, no doubt.
It doesn't have real residuals.
Well, and it doesn't help other people, which ultimately doesn't help you. And you don't feel good about any of that at the end of the day.
No, and you're not kidding. 30% of Americans trust their neighbors right now.
That's a tragedy.
That's ridiculous, man. 30%.
Really?
Trust who's over there on the other side of the fence or the other side of the wall. And hey, I'm all for walls on the side to separate neighbors. But also make a good neighbor. I'm for. I get that. But to not trust your neighbor, to not 30%. Whoa, all right, hang on a minute. Now then, let's go back to this, the reciprocity of how much does that mean we don't trust ourselves?
Yeah.
Those two reciprocate.
That's where it starts.
I mean, look, going forward, I mean, I got a good work ethic. I got a work ethic instilled in me. I would say, if I could tell myself at 15 years old, what advice would I give myself? I'd tell myself to do more of what I just found out by writing the book. I actually did a lot of, which is take risk.
Yeah.
Take the right risk, and don't be afraid of the failure. The failure of things today, we think that the world's going to go nana boo boo, and the world will go nana boo boo. But guess what? Those nana boo boos are on the sidelines yelling nana boo boo for sideliners.
That's good.
Okay, the people in the game. We sit there and you think the ones that you're going to be most embarrassed about failing in front of are the ones that matter, are like going,
yeah,
shot man here.
Garners respect. That's how it works.
I fell down yesterday and I fell down the day before and I had this. There we go. I've said this before. I've gotten some successes in my life because I failed and got up and failed and got up and failed and got up. And I got the job over the guy who succeeded and won the race in the first place because the person, the power that be, said, wait a minute. No, I saw the horse that won the thing, but this horse here, this McConaughey kid, the one that keeps losing but keeps entering the race again. I want Charlie Hustle here. So I know I've gotten some things just by being Charlie Hustle, and then, learn to work on maybe what I was good at and become better at my craft. Because there's obviously more than just hustle. You got to we want to be good at something. But yeah, I've not at someone else's expense. I don't have anywhere in the world that I go where I got to look over my shoulder by somebody that I lied, cheated, and stole from, or I did wrong, or I pulled off a deal, where I got to be in anywhere in the world where I got to look over my shoulder and go, oh, I hope he's not here. And maybe that's part of what, I don't stress that much about, that some people tell me they do.